Well, I'm joined by Nicky Henderson, who has had the media descend on his yard today ahead of the Cheltenham Festival. Nicky, every team manager going into the big game has a goal, something that by the end of the week, if they've achieved it, they'll be happy. What is that for you?
One.
Just the one winner?
Well, we say that, and I do seriously mean it, actually. I mean, and preferably on the first day, because that takes the pressure off enormously. And I don't say you can relax or enjoy it anymore, but it does. It takes all the pressure off it. And if you can win one, the first race would be good too. It helps a lot. And it gets the ball rolling too. You know, you get some, if you know the horses are in good form early on in the week, you know, they can usually...
It's a real tester, isn't it? And like you said, the nerves kind of settle and then you can move on. You could have the winner of the Champion Hurdle once again. How is Buveur doing?
He's good. He's been in good form. I mean, he did get beaten at Christmas, which was sort of not part of the plan because we actually beat him with one of our own. But she is a very good filly on that ground. She'll run in it, but she won't. We know it will be slow ground on the first day because they will make it. Simon will make it slow ground. Should it ever? If it's not, you know, if we don't get any more rain at the moment, it's very dry everywhere. So it won't. The ground won't suit her, but it will suit him. So I can predict a change of the Christmas Hurdle result. Anyway, it's a different sort of track altogether. But she's still a good filly. But he got beaten, but there be it. Let's hope he doesn't get beaten here because this is the main aim of the whole season.
He beat Mellon by just a neck last year, but he wasn't 100% going into the race.
Well, I thought he was. There's nothing to say he wasn't 100%. But the only thing was that, first of all, the horse next door to him went sick on the Monday morning, which was We Have a Dream, who turned out to be the best 4-year-old in the country last year. But unfortunately, he was very sick on the Monday morning, and they virtually share a bedroom. And he didn't take the race at all well, and this is a horse that will take anything. And I think that tells you that he was sub. Well, I know he was because the result told you that. He was, you know, he did not do what he was meant to do, and you know he took the race very badly. But he's been great all this year, and you know I think he comes in. I think it's a tougher race than last year. I think those two Irish fillies could be very good. And so we'll have to be on top of our game. We will run Banana Blue as well, and Brainpower, who won the International.
And going back to Buveur, if he does win his third Champion Hurdle, he's obviously going to be compared to Istbrak and compared to See You Then. What does that mean for you? Like, how do you take that kind of accolade?
I hope he'll take it. I mean, I think, actually, funny enough, when he sometimes he's not the flashiest horse. He's a very quick hurdler. He's a very good jumper, like Istbrak and like See You Then used to be. He hasn't been given the credit that he deserves sometimes because I don't think they've been a vintage. The last couple of years have been vintage Champion Hurdles. He's just the best around. If he can win a third one, then he deserves to be up there with those. Yeah.
And particularly, as you're saying, you do feel that this will be a stronger Champion Hurdle, perhaps the strongest Champion Hurdle he's run in?
Quite possibly, yeah. I think the first year it was probably quite good. Last year, as I say, he didn't win that impressively, but it probably wasn't the strongest, and you'd expect him, you know, beaten Mellon before, and it was a tougher race. And as I say, he didn't take it particularly well, but, you know, he's good now.
And the second of your leading lights of the week is going to be Altior in the Champion Chase. He's in good form?
He's been great, but I mean, he's never done anything wrong. He's unbeaten. He's just got to hopefully remain that way, and he's done nothing wrong so far this year. He's had 3 runs. He hasn't put a foot wrong. We're coming in a slightly different strategy to last year because he's already had 3 races, but you know, now hopefully he's all right and he's in good shape.
And the third of the major stars is Might Bite, who you said was in very good form last weekend.
Well, we're hopeful. It hasn't been a very good season for him so far. He was disappointing in the King George, which he won last year. He was fantastic. He just got beaten in the Gold Cup last time. But hopefully he's back. We've tinkered with him. We've looked under the bonnet and done a few things to try and help him get back together again. And with a bit of luck, he might come back. And he'll have to be good. It's a good Gold Cup.
But the ground will be better, and that should be a big advantage.
That will help a lot. That will definitely help him. Really, actually, where they went last year, there was a great strip of ground down the inside. It wasn't that bad until after the last fence, when it did get sticky. But no, if it was good ground, that would help him a lot.